2022. I'm Miss Duclos.
And I'm Miss Dutcher, and we are here to talk to you guys about some important information because guess what? Senior year is coming.
Yeah, it's only about a month away.
A month away. And then you're going to be seniors and you're going to be looking at how do I take my senior pictures, or how do I get my ACT and SAT scores, or how do I prepare for college and career?
Where do I buy my cap and gown? How do I get my yearbook or my senior ad? All of these things are going to come to you over the next month or two, and of course at the beginning of next school year. So we wanted to make sure that you knew where to come to get some of this stuff started. First of all, the best and easiest way for me as the senior advisor to communicate with you once it's your senior year is through Remind. So I highly encourage you to join the Remind. You can do this through your cell phone, through your iPad, through a personal email. Your parents can join as well if they like to get a lot of updates and so on and so forth. So we'll put the code on the screen, but just to give you a quick way to get to it, you text the code at 22LHSGRAD, 22LHSGRAD to 81010, and that will get you joined into the senior Remind.
So another thing you need to be aware of is senior picture. So we're going to do something a little different this year. So rising seniors, you guys will have the opportunity to take your senior picture on campus before you leave the school year. So that'll be on May 4th and 5th with Curtis Bryant. We'll have it set up for you. We'll have the drapes and the tux available. All you'll have to do is come at your designated time. I'll send you guys out cards to tell you what letters are when over the course of those 2 days. And you can go ahead and have your picture taken. Now wait. That doesn't mean you can't take your picture at his studio over the summer. You absolutely can do that. This is just an opportunity to go ahead and have your senior picture taken for the first time or for the last time before you leave this school year. So if you do want to set that up with Curtis Bryant, I will have the link posted below and a QR code so you can go ahead and set that up with him. He'll send out reminders over the summer. So you will absolutely have another second chance. Just know May 4th, 5th, you'll be taking your senior pictures on campus.
And that's during a Panther roundup, so you actually won't miss any class during that time. But even if you plan to go to Curtis Bryant over the summer, please plan to be here as well on
Yes.
May 4th and 5th. We can always then have the opportunity to choose your favorite photo. So that's one of the huge benefits of going to his studio, is being able to take the time to really get a photo that you're really proud of.
Yes.
So we'll take everybody's pictures May 4th and 5th, and
Yes.
a lot of you will take them over the summer as well.
Yes, and while we're talking about pictures, yearbooks are still on sale for this year, 2021. We do have 100 left.
Ooh,
that's it.
Not a lot.
It's not a lot. We will absolutely sell out by May 1st. So you need to get yours today. You can come by and see me, room 212. Order it online at yearbookordercenter.com, school code 20932. They're $85 right now, but I'm telling you, if you wait, you won't get one. So make sure you order yours as soon as possible.
And that's always the worst, when everybody's walking around with their yearbook, and that's when you decide you want one and we don't have any left.
Exactly.
So make sure you get those this week.
Yes.
Get that taken care of.
Also, speaking of yearbooks, senior ads for next year will go on sale in June. I will not extend the deadline. When it closes, it closes. So keep that in your mind as you're going into the summer. When it opens, you'll get an email. We'll put it on One Lecanto. But your senior ads are always completed early in your senior year, so don't miss that deadline.
That was one of my favorite things about senior year.
Yeah.
Was getting to see my senior ad, absolutely, and all my friends. Okay, so let's talk about your senior year a little bit. Most of you probably know what is expected for graduation, but just in case you needed a little review, or maybe you're new to Florida schools or you're new to Lecanto High School, we wanted to give you the opportunity today to review some of those requirements. So you're going to get a handout from the teacher whose room you are in, and they will give you some of those requirements. For example, you have to pass the 10th grade FSA writing and reading, and also the Algebra 1 EOC. You must pass those in order to graduate from high school here in Florida. You also, of course, need 4 English classes and 3 social studies credits and so on. So make sure you review that, and always be an advocate for yourself. There's some good places they can find this information.
Yes, on Skyward, if you go under graduation requirements, it will show every credit you have earned, also what you have in progress, and you should be able to see how many credits you need to graduate. So if you have more than 7 credits needed to graduate for next year, you are in a little bit of a pickle because we only take 7 classes. So definitely check in with your guidance counselor. See how you can get your credits made up if you are in that situation, or get a plan together for graduation, because it will fly by.
Absolutely. And the worst time to be figuring out that you don't have the credits you need for graduation is, you know, April or May of next year when we're prepping for graduation. So certainly you need to advocate for yourself. You need to look these things up. Make sure you've taken an online class. Make sure you have a GPA that's a 2.0 or better, and so on. Some other great advice for the end of your junior year, beginning of your senior year: make sure you've taken that ACT, SAT. The deadline, I believe one of them is tomorrow, right, for registration? Yes. So watch out for those deadlines. They're really strict about that. I know that sometimes they do allow late registration, but it does cost a lot more to do that. So make sure you're watching for those dates. You can take those tests several times. So if you don't get the score that you'd like, you can always take it again, and I believe that most colleges take the highest score that you earn. So it's a great time to start if you haven't taken one yet, to go ahead and take one, either, you know, this next one or the one after, so that starting your senior year, you've got a good idea of where you are as far as scores go.
Absolutely, and something a lot of people don't consider is that your SAT and ACT scores are good for several years after you take them. So if you take it now, and after your senior year you don't end up going to college, but a year later you do, you've already taken SAT and ACT when you are fresh in your mind about that information. So it can also help benefit for your future, right? Plan for the next step even if you're unsure of what that is.
Absolutely, that's good advice. You never know what life's going to throw at you. So always be prepared for all of the options. Same with Bright Futures. Next year when Bright Futures opens, you have to apply for that your senior year. So be careful of those deadlines. Senior year deadlines are more important than ever before. So be very aware of the different deadlines that are going to be coming your way. College decisions, they come up really quick in the beginning of your senior year. So it's always a good idea to, over the summer, start making a plan. Start making a list of teachers who would make good recommendations for you. Make a list of your achievements and
Yes.
make a resume or a brag sheet.
Absolutely.
That you can share. So there's a lot of things that you can start doing to prep for your senior year. Hopefully you are excited. We are excited, and if you have any questions, you know where to find us, or again, join that Remind. You can text me through that Remind. If I don't know the answer, my promise to you is that I will find it for you. So we hope you enjoyed today, and I believe we will see you this afternoon. So if you have any questions, you can always check in with us this afternoon.